Hey there, J's, your old pal McJuggerNuggets here. Welcome to QnA number 5. That's like Mumbo number 5. Oh, yeah, okay. 5 whole videos. I'd say that's enough to quantify a playlist. So now when you click on my channel, scroll down, you'll see a question and answer series playlist. I asked you guys over Twitter to tweet at me your questions with the hashtag AskJugger, and you guys delivered, so let's get right into it. Our first question comes from Zevin, who's not wasting any time at all. He says, if you could change one thing about your life, what would it be? Now, it's nothing personal against anyone in this house, not trying to mention any names, but I would want to be independent, or just my living situation a little more desirable. Also, being a few inches taller wouldn't be that bad. Christian asks, how old were you when you had your first girlfriend? Oh man, just this year. No, I'm kidding. Come on, guys. I was dating way back in 7th grade. I dated this girl for 1 week, and the most we ever did was hug. I remember her favorite candy was jelly beans, and yeah. God, I miss her. Yeah, another Christian asked, what are the chances? Aside from Corona, what adult beverage would you and Uncle Larry enjoy consuming? I totally just reworded the shit out of that question. Well, I'm actually a year and 7 months sober, and ironically that kind of started right when I turned 21. I'd say that's an impressive feat for someone my age. But back when I was drinking, I'd usually drink vodka straight up. I'd have some wild nights, let me tell you. But my beer of choice would have to be Landshark, which actually I don't think is too far off from Corona. Ryan asked, do you ever plan on marrying Juliet or having kids? Well, I think everybody goes up with the desire to eventually be with someone, to get married and have children, you know, raise a family. But as the years go by and our brains are changing to adapt to the instant gratification technology and all these options, the whole idea of marriage just seems complicated and difficult. As much as I would love to spend my life with just one person, it seems really hard. With divorce rates ever climbing and the different types of relationships that I've experienced and the relationships that I see other people having, it just seems almost not worth the time. So yes, I would love to get married eventually, but it really has to be that perfect person. Obviously there's no such thing as perfect, you know, you're gonna have your fights and whatnot. But it's gotta be, you know, something that's gonna make it worth it. Now with Juliet, we're so young at this stage in our lives, we don't really know any better, and I can't say I'm ready to get married. I won't be ready to marry anyone for at least like 5 years. I still got a lot of growing up to do. However, outside of anything, I know for a fact I would love to have children. I mean, you juggies are my children right now. Even if I don't have a significant other, I would love to somehow like adopt a kid or like push one out myself. I feel like I could impart great wisdoms upon my children and really lead them well. Then we can play video games together. What is your favorite car? This also goes along with what is your dream car, and I need to address this one. I may have said this before, but I'm not a big car guy. Two of the big manly things, it's like cars and like sports, and both those things, although I play sports, I'm just like not an avid watcher. So my favorite car, I literally don't have one. My whole take on cars is if it can get you to where you need to go, it's generally safe and affordable, that's all that really matters. Have you ever thought about quitting YouTube, and what motivates you to do YouTube? I grew up loving serial television, not like Rice Krispie ads and shit, or Cocoa Puffs and Lucky Charms. I love Walking Dead, Lost, Breaking Bad, like all the top shows I've watched them, I love them to death, and I would love to work on a show like that. As I've grown up, I've realized that the traditional industry is great and all, but I noticed something different. Digital and YouTube, YouTube's big, guys, and a lot of people don't see it, but like pretty much all the younger generations watch YouTube over TV. Netflix as well. Like these are going to be the big power players, so why do I continue to do YouTube? Or it's like what motivates me? It's like I know this is the place to be. YouTube is the place to be. It's going to control the market within like 10 years. Like we're going to have like freaking smart TV, like computers in our living room. We're all going to be watching, we're going to be streaming. We're gonna have like freaking videos on demand and shit. So I believe YouTube is the future, and that keeps me motivated. You guys, more than anything, keep me motivated. Just knowing that you guys watch my videos and support me, the love I get in the comments over Twitter and all that stuff, that's what really does it in for me. When I wake up, it's like I need to pump out a video, not for me, not for anybody else, not to tell a story. It's literally for you guys, because you guys are counting on me, and I entertain you guys and just make your day a little brighter, and that means the world. I'm not even addressing the main question. Have you ever thought about quitting? No. I've had bad days where I'm just like kind of burnt out because, you know, I never have a day off, you know, normal work hours, you know, You go to work, stay 9 to 5, 5 days a week. You have the whole weekend off. Also, when you get done work, you're not really thinking about work. I mean, you leave your workplace and that's it. With this job, with YouTube, especially if I'm doing a daily upload, sometimes 2 a day, you need ideas constantly. You need to be thinking like, okay, I wake up, I need to get this video out, I need to get this video out. I don't have a life, guys. You guys are my life. That's it. So I won't even know what I'm filming that day. I gotta scramble, thinking of an idea, get that video up, then I'm thinking of the next idea, get that video up. By the end of the day is there. And then I have to go to sleep, and then I'm scrambling to think of the ideas for the next day, and so on and so forth. And I'm trying to think big picture, but it's hard because you gotta constantly think of what you're doing that day. So you end up getting really burnt out. Once again, I don't have a workplace. It's all in my room. I'm constantly thinking about you guys. You guys are on my mind. All you guys are attacking me from every angle. You guys are coming at me on Insta, Twitter. I can't look at my phone. I can't look at my computer. I can't even go out with some people recognizing me. These are a lot of the problems that come with this YouTube as a career. And it starts to get a lot. So I haven't ever thought about quitting, but there are those days where I'm just like, yeah! But I still just can't get enough of you juggies. Did you ever think that one day you'll come home and all your stuff will be destroyed? You know, funny you should ask that question, because when I came home from LA, a few weeks ago, part of me thought that. It's definitely something that I've considered. I always have to reassure myself that there's no way, you know, my whole room would get destroyed. There's so many important things to me in here, and I feel like it would do more harm than good. I don't see like my dad or Jeffrey ever seeing it to be like something that'll help me get better, you know? But it's still, it's an irrational fear, I suppose. Will your cousin Tom ever make a channel? From what I know, Larry's Lounge is doing pretty well, and my Uncle Larry, he has a full-time job on top of this YouTube thing. He's really trying hard to make videos. I know he relies on Tom to edit the videos for him, sometimes film, be in them, and put them out there. So Tom already does a lot of work. I know they started doing gaming videos. What I think is going to happen is Tom's going to start putting more videos out on Uncle Larry's channel, like maybe some gaming stuff. And I think he kind of wants to feel it out, you know, see if that's something people want. If enough people want it, Tom will make his own channel or just keep posting on Larry's Lounge. I don't know, but it's definitely something that could happen down the line. When did you first start seeing that your channel was getting popular? I can remember like it was yesterday. It was less than a year ago. It was last August. Things were getting kind of heated around the house. I had been out of college for a few months. I was getting over my brain injury, and my dad was riding my ass like non-stop. Graduating college in South Jersey, East Bumble, there's really no jobs to be had in this industry. I had been doing YouTube for around 7 to 8 years with nothing to show. And I worked hard, guys. I put out some amazing, amazing videos. I'd get all my friends involved, and I just worked so hard, but there was still nothing. So that summer, there was no way to get a job. I was thinking about just like, I don't know, taking out a ton of loans and just moving to LA and trying to make it in the industry. But I never really had the balls to make that move. So I was scared, I was afraid, so I just kept playing video games. I was escaping my problems, my real life issues. I kept saying that the brain injury was inhibiting me. So I just stay in my room and I play video games nonstop. That last summer, after college, I just was playing video games just a lot. This really put my dad over the edge, and it all came to a head towards the end of summer in August. My dad went in my room, took some of my game cases and my game, the disc, put them out in the yard, and then was sat on a lawnmower and waited for me to come out there. This was that fateful day where he shredded my video games. Jeffrey went on my account, uploaded this video to make me look like a fool. The video got views, but it wasn't like crazy. It wasn't until this little Polynesian kid, and I'm not making this up, this little Polynesian kid saw the video and felt bad for me. He downloaded the video off of YouTube, went onto his little Facebook page and uploaded the video to Facebook. This happened a few weeks after the incident happened. I woke up to so many notifications, so many emails, and I was so confused as to what happened. Somebody screenshotted something on Facebook and sent it to me via text message, and I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, that's my fucking video. Somebody stole my video and re-uploaded it to Facebook. This thing had over 20 million views. It had close to 1 million shares on Facebook. I had never in my whole entire life seen that many shares, and there was no credit to me. This little Polynesian kid stole the vid and uploaded it to Facebook, and then it went viral. However, despite everything, people just took that idea, remembered it from Facebook, and searched it on YouTube and found the original video on my channel. It got well over 10 million hits on YouTube within a few days. Now you have to understand, I was extremely upset that this video existed, that this video was out there to the world. I was really trying to be a good sport, and when I saw the views it was getting, that bothered me, but then at the same time I was like, this is helping me grow. So that was when I realized that my channel maybe had potential. And then I wanted to pursue YouTube full time and stay at home. My family obviously didn't agree with that. Jeffrey, what he does, I'd say, is mostly due in part because of jealousy. And I find it ironic that, you know, he has his own channel now. It almost makes sense. And for my dad, I mean, he just doesn't understand. And when we all know the deal with that, but that's really how everything started. It's a little Polynesian kid. And I guess I have to thank him for that. I think that was our most in-depth question to date. I really had to answer that for you guys because I know a lot. Oh, everybody's always curious, you know, how did so-and-so get started, or how did you start getting popular? And I figured I had to answer best I can. Are you going to any other conventions in the future? I will be attending VidCon, which is where all the YouTubers go. That's at the end of July. Me and Corn are actually going, and that'll be in Anaheim, California. As far as other conventions, I don't have any plans. I know TwitchCon's in September. I was thinking about going to that, but it might not be in the budget. Some of the PAXs and stuff, I'd consider going. I'd never really been into that scene, but it could be a thing. Have you ever watched Malcolm in the Middle? Malcolm in the Middle is my childhood, and I freaking love that show. What is your favorite sushi roll? Mine is wasabi. I actually didn't know there was a wasabi roll. I know I usually put a little bit of wasabi on each individual piece, but I love the spice. My favorites are spicy tuna, spicy salmon, spicy yellowtail, spicy coney roll, spicy king crab roll, spicy California roll, spicy damn near anything, and it's good. Did you get good grades in school? And do you have any other pets besides dogs? This is like a little two-part question. Yeah, I got really good grades. I graduated with a 3.8 GPA in college, and I actually pretty much had that throughout high school too. All A's, pretty much all A's, occasional B here. For as long as I've lived, we've had dogs. We've gone through different sets of dogs, which sounds kind of bad, but it's true. Other pets we've had kind of like stray cats, kind of outside cats live around us, but they're never really like pets. I've had a pet iguana before, I've had a pet hamster, we've had pet guinea pigs, and you frickin' know we had hermit crabs. And sea monkeys. They died though. Why do you need to pay $70,000 to your college? What? You really don't know? I'm sorry to be the person to tell you, but you have to pay for your college. Unless you're like Baby Genius or sports scholarship and you got a full ride. But generally, you go into college, whether you live there or not, you gotta pay for it. It ain't like high school where everything's free. So I got a 4-year bachelor's degree. I didn't even live at my college. I commuted, aka I drove. But $70,000, that's how much I owe in loans. And then the interest starts to grow. I mean, that's what I keep having to tell people. It's like, Jess, why are you out of the house yet? It's like, well, I owe this much money. And I ain't trying to get in even more debt. I want to pay that off before I do anything else. Because that's a problem I think a lot of people like Americans and shit and people our age have. It's like we just start accumulating debt. But I'll have you guys know, I'm pretty close paying it off. Which is why I will be moving out in January. If we just keep this up, we can be free. But yeah, college sucks. Do you think stuff will ever get better between you and your dad? I have to believe it, yeah. I think things will. I think as soon as I get my own place, show I can be independent, I think he'll maybe start to miss me not being home, and I think things will be better down the road, yes. Because things were once good, you know? Well, not good, but not as bad as they were now. Back, you know, when I was in high school and college, for the most part, we were pretty good. And I really think we can get back to that. Jesse, how are you today? I was wondering when somebody was going to ask me that. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? I'm excited for tonight because we got the Twitch stream, 7 p.m. Eastern to midnight. Marina asks, what age do you think you'll stop YouTube? This is a difficult question to answer. I know YouTube's something that isn't really going to go away like that. I'm going to do it for as long as I can. I feel really connected to you guys, and I'd like to be able to keep doing videos for you guys and maintain this connection I don't know what the future holds for this website, for this platform, for this medium, so we're just gonna ride it out, and I'll be with you guys for as long as I can. And if YouTube goes away, I'm sure we'll find other ways to still be in touch, so to speak. And the final question, is it hard to make a video every day? And could we see a day in the life of McJuggerNuggets? I kind of answered this question previously. It's hard to do a video every day. It's so stressful. Because even, say I'm late for a few hours, I don't get that upload out, you guys are up my asshole! And it's hard to really expect good quality content when I'm pumping one out every day, you know? It's like mass producing, but like, it's not even like I have a team, it's just all me. So I really drive myself up a wall to get videos out to you guys. It's hard coming up with a daily idea that's even good. That's why a lot of times I'll just vlog because it's easier. But it's really tough. I mean, if you go back onto my channel and watch my old videos, you'll see a lot of thought out skits and series and stuff. And that's because I gave myself more time, you know, at least a week in between a video to really pump something out that's great. I'd love to go back to that, but I know you guys really want a video a day, and that's totally fine. I mean, I'm getting used to it. And then you said you want to see a day in the life of McJuggerNuggets. Well, I'd say my vlogs really kind of show that. That is a day in my life, but if I actually showed you a day in my life, it'd be so boring. It'd be me getting up, eating, maybe going for a run or doing insanity. Then I'd film a video, edit it, and then I'd film a video, edit it, upload ×2, and maybe a Twitch stream, and then I'm going to bed. That's it. That's day in, day out, every single day of my life. Pretty much I could just set the camera on a tripod, just film this corner, me sitting in my chair at the desk, and that's it. That's the whole day. You might see me pick my nose a couple times. Alright, Juggies, I'm done fielding questions. Thank you guys so much for an awesome Q&A. We had some pretty good questions this round. I'm excited to see the future episodes of this. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. Twitter, Instagram, links in the description on top of our Etsy store where you can get some of the McJuggerNuggets merchandise. And that's about it. Thank you, Juggies, so much for being awesome. Really. I'll see you guys in the stream tonight. I love you, Juggies, to death, and don't forget to keep it rigid.